I am your biology teacher. Let's start with the third chapter, which is named as how do organisms reproduce. That means how organisms show the process of reproduction. If you remember from your first chapter that the process of reproduction, it's not a life process. It's not a life process. That means this process, whether shown by an organism or not, it's not necessary so that the organism will remain alive. It's not life surviving process. It is just a characteristic of human beings or living organisms, especially human beings. Every living organism shows a particular characteristics, and one of the particular characteristics is reproduction. But for life, for survival, this process is not necessary. That means without reproduction an organism can remain alive. There is no need to perform process of reproduction for survival. Then why there is process of reproduction shown by different living organisms? The aim of process of reproduction is something different. What is the aim? Before going to the aim of reproduction, let's see what reproduction means. What do we mean by the reproduction? Reproduction is a process in which there is formation of new offsprings, from parent generation. In simple words, reproduction is that process where there is formation of new organisms. Offspring simply means new organism born from a previous one. Previous one here simply represented by the parent generation, or you can simply use previous generation. That means the process of reproduction is the process of formation of offsprings from parent generation, or it's also defined as the process in which there is formation of new cells from the parent cell, or other words we can also say that it's the process of formation of new generation from parent generation. But here this thing, parent generation is important. That means whether there is formation of new organism as unicellular organism or multicellular organism, it will be always formed from the previous generation. That means in case of unicellular organisms, new cell will be formed from the parent cell, and in case of multicellular organisms, new organism will be formed from the parent organism. When we talk of the human beings, there again same definition holds good. That means when there is the formation of new human organisms from their parents, that is also reproduction. Whether you take the living organism, human beings, plants, animals, algae, fungi, any type of living organism, remember one thing, that every new generation will be formed from the parent generation or previous generation. This is how we are defining the process of reproduction. Now, what is the aim of reproduction? Why living organisms show process of reproduction? The process of reproduction is simply shown just for one reason, and that is continuity of species. That means we have to simply show process of reproduction so that our species will go on continuously. There won't be extension to the species. Whether it is a human species or it is animal species or microorganism species or plant, any type of living organism which shows the process of reproduction is actually trying to simply continuing its species, race. Human race is continued because human population shows process of reproduction. If there will be any type of species which will stop process of reproduction, you will see there will be a natural death cycle, and due to that natural death cycle, every member of the population will ultimately die, and there is no reproduction. That means that particular species population will go to extinction. But stoppage of reproduction is not the only reason for species extinction. Stoppage of reproduction is not the only reason for species extinction. There are various other reasons. There can be any natural calamity, like millions of years before, dinosaurs were simply extinct because of the meteorite collision of Earth. That is different thing. But reproduction, stoppage of reproduction, stopping the process of reproduction again leads to the extinction of species. This is also one of the reason that leads to the stoppage of, extinction of species, particular species, not every species. This is why reproduction is performed by different living organisms. Now, before going further, we will see some basic requirements of reproduction. We will see some basic requirements for reproduction. Every type of cell, whether it is a unicellular organism or multicellular organism, you remember that cell possesses a specific most important organelle which is called as nucleus. In that nucleus, there is the presence of chromosomes. There is the presence of chromosome, and in that chromosome, from your 9th class, if you are already aware of the fact that this chromosome possesses the genetic material which is called as DNA, which possesses the genetic material DNA. It's simply deoxyribose nucleic acid. Deoxyribose nucleic acid, which is the genetic material in a living organisms, especially in case of human beings. Now, if any organism, human being or any other organism, has to show the process of reproduction, you will see that needs first basic requirement which we call as DNA copying. DNA copying. DNA copying is just nothing, it is simply you are going to copy DNA. Which DNA? The DNA which is already present in parent cell or parent organism. You are going for the copying of that DNA. Why DNA? Why not other molecules of the cells? Because DNA is genetic material. Genetic material means the material which possesses information of every type of organism, how it will form its structure, how it will grow up, how it will show other processes of the living organisms. All that information is simply written in this genetic material, and most important, this genetic material is simply transferred from previous generation. And same, now any organism is going to show process of reproduction. Same DNA has to be transferred from that parent organism to the new generation or offspring. That is why I am saying that the first requirement for process of reproduction is DNA copying. If you see, for example, we will take human beings. Right from your 8th class, you know that there is formation of a new offspring of human beings by the process of fusion of male gamete and female gamete. That forms a zygote. Fine, you already know about it in your 8th class. But what is actually that zygote? That zygote is a cell, simple cell, normal cell. And when it is a cell, that means it will possess nucleus. And in that nucleus there will be chromosomes. And in chromosome that will be consisting of DNA. And from where that DNA got this cell, that DNA is simply from parents. How? Because male organism provide male gamete and female organism provide female gamete, and both gametes are actually cells. Both gametes are actually cells, and in those cells there is the presence of genetic material, what we called DNA. And when that genetic material simply fuse, it gives rise to zygote, that is formation of new cell from parent cells by fusion. And in this cell there is presence of this DNA. Now this zygote cell will grow through different stages and it will form a new human offspring. Every type of information that is needed to form that new human offsprings will be present in the DNA of this cell. That is why first requirement for reproduction is DNA copying. Until and unless there won't be copying of DNA, process of reproduction will not happen. It applies to both unicellular organism as well as multicellular organism. For example, if we take the unicellular organism, bacteria, any bacteria which divides to form two daughter cells, two new bacteria. This is the parent cell, it has simply nucleus and there is DNA. It gives rise to two daughter cells like this. These are exactly like the parent cell. But how they got this nucleus? How they got the DNA content? If this DNA content has been divided, then it will possess half of it and this will also possess half of it. But when we observe the new daughter cells, it possesses whole DNA content as that of the parent cell. That means first there is the copying of this DNA molecule, then only it will show process of reproduction and there will be formation of daughter cells. Same applies to human beings. But what happens there? There is simply there is DNA copying taking place before gamete formation, and then gametes fuse and they give rise to the new human organisms. This is the first requirement for process of reproduction, DNA copying. Then when there is the DNA copying, second requirement for process of reproduction is cell division. Second requirement for process of cell division. That will be inshallah discussed in the next lecture.